Okay, so welcome to the Blue Highway course. Really happy to have this course started on the website. It's been a lot of fun, kind of a trip down memory lane for me. That was, one of my first bands when I moved to Nashville, and was there for 21 years. So a lot of great memories. We played all over the world and won a lot of awards, and was really proud of everything I did with that band. Such a talented group and great people. So this has been really fun. I started with our first album, It's a Long, Long Road, did several songs from that record, and we'll just keep adding to this. But I was trying to think of a fun backstory just for the Blue Highway course in general. And you'll see I'm playing a different guitar here. This was my first Shearhorn resonator guitar that I got in 1990, I think it was spring of 90, and I was still in college, and I actually took some scholarship money and bought this guitar. This is number 8, so it's pretty early on. I think Tim started building in 89 or 90. And so this is very early on. I love this guitar. It's curly maple, just beautiful wood. The finish is incredible. And so I played this for probably 6 or 7 years. And then the next guitar I got was a rosewood Shearhorn regular body. And then he started making large body guitars after that, and I played his rosewood guitars for many years after that. And I still love him. I still play him. I've got a bunch of his guitars now, but the rosewood has always been kind of close to my heart. But I do love this maple. It's been fun to get it out again and play on it. So this is a regular body curly maple guitar. And so I played this on the first 2 or 3 Blue Highway albums, and as we go through the course I'm going to get out my old guitars and play the ones that I played on each record, kind of geek out on that part of it. So that should be fun. But yeah, it's going to be a great course, and thank you everybody for telling me which songs you wanted to learn. There's so many. I think we did at least 10 albums together, so there's a lot of material to choose from. And I guess that's another thing that I'd mention, is that for me, I just always wanted to be in a good band, a great bluegrass band, and so such a thrill to work with those guys who were, I was from California, everybody else is from North Carolina or East Tennessee, kind of the heartland of bluegrass. So I just felt like I was so fortunate to end up with those guys, and it was a great gig. But I was going to say, the songwriting, we did so many originals, and I think that was very rare for a bluegrass band, and it still is even these days. But I was always proud of the songwriting that was happening in the band. We all wrote some together. I wrote a lot of instrumental stuff, and we had some great lyric writers in the band. So as a player, it was, as a bluegrass musician, you kind of get used to playing all these standards. And so it was a challenge, to come up with stuff, hooks or breaks or whatever for these original songs. And I always liked helping shape the arrangements and, figuring out where stuff goes and who plays where and how that all fits together. That was always a fun part for me. So it was even funner to do it with good original material. And then of course playing in the key of B, it was a little bit new to me. The guys in the band sing very high, and that's the bluegrass sound, a lot of it is in the key of B. So you got to figure out how to do that, and so that's something that I just kind of learned. I got thrown in to the fire and learned while I earned. But when we first started playing together, we did so much stuff in B, and I just did not want to put a capo on the 4th fret for the whole set, so I just wanted to figure out how to play in the key of B without a capo. And so that was one thing I definitely worked on while I was playing with those guys. So it can be done. It's difficult. The key of B is a challenge on the Dobro, but it can be done, and there's a lot of great stuff there. So I'm sure we'll dive into that with each song. But anyway, just wanted to say, enjoy the Blue Highway course. We're thrilled to have it here, and more good stuff coming your way. See you around the Reso Room.